up, compassionate people? Welcome to Vegan News. Let's dive right into today's stories. The United Arab Emirates have banned keeping wild animals as pets. Lions, tigers, leopards, cheetahs, and many more of the more exotic animals, mostly big cats, have become fashion accessories for the ultra-wealthy throughout the Middle East. They've turned these animals, many of them endangered, into status symbols. With this ban, these animals will only be allowed to be kept in zoos and sanctuaries in the area. No longer will private ownership be allowed, and it comes with a fine of 500,000 dirhams, which translates to 136,000 US dollars. The law even goes so far as to use generalized language to say if they use these animals to terrorize other people, that they can face jail time and a fine of up to 700,000 dirhams. So I guess in the future, instead of jaguars and lions on top of their Lamborghinis and Murcielagos, they'll have to get people in bikinis and bathing suits, like us regular folk. Philly.com is reporting that more men are going vegan now than ever before. In fact, Vegetarian Resource Group did a poll in 2011 where they found that more men than women actually had gone vegan. 3% for men versus 2% of women. They spoke to Nicole Marquis in a restaurant called Hip City Veg in Philadelphia that specializes in nothing but amazing vegan foods. I've actually been there and had it. It's delicious. Nicole was quoted as saying, "At first we mostly had women, and that's who I imagined the business would be appealing to. 30-something professionals who are interested in health and wellness. But when word got around and more men tasted what we were offering, they found they liked our food." A 2015 study in the Journal of Appetite found that participants polled did not find veganism to be associated with lower levels of masculinity. And the author of that study concluded that veganism itself was becoming more widestream and widely accepted amongst people, and men were being looked less down on about it. The article even goes so far as to list vegan bacons, nacho cheese dip recipes, and everything else, multiple recipes they are calling dude food, down below under the article, which is pretty funny, and it's really great because this is a mainstream article in Philadelphia, and a lot of guys are probably going to see this and they might give it a shot. Why not? We all got our start somewhere. In Tampa, Florida, Food Not Bombs vegan activists were arrested again for feeding the homeless. They were arrested because it is illegal in that area and many areas in Florida and across the country to feed the homeless without a special permit. The permits are, of course, not cheap, and they're put in place to try and force the homeless out of an area, which never works. Because of the expense of the permits, activists can't afford to get permits again and again and again, which is really the entire point of the permit. And Food Not Bombs feeds people twice a week. They provide a plant-based meal or two, and they were told by the city council ahead of time and the police that if they did it again, they would be arrested. And of course, they went ahead and did it because feeding people is the right fucking thing to do. Are you crazy? I wasn't able to find a GoFundMe for them, but I will be trying to find them on Facebook, the activists that were arrested, and reaching out to them to, one, I'd like to get some commentary from them and present it again on the show, but I would also, again, like to promote their GoFundMe here and on a Facebook page and in the Facebook group and some of the other vegan groups on Facebook to try and help pay the fines, because they were each fined at least $250. That's what the law says, and it can be more. Plus whatever court costs they're going to have and other things, and they're going to do this again, and we need to support them, like any compassionate, logical human being would. And finally, our story of the day is going to be something that happened fairly close to where I live here. First, let's take a look at the video.
I just want to take a moment to recognize the hard work of the good folks at the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture who make this show possible. The department has been doing this for 101 years, as I said. And they do this because it showcases the people they serve, our farmers. And it shows everyone else how much we owe to these farmers. If the Agriculture Department does...
Local DXE Harrisburg activists protested for the second year in a row the 2017 PA Farm Show held in Harrisburg. Rachel Ziegler, Amanda Hudischel, sorry if I get your names wrong, guys, Bree Meese White, and Jack Weber, and I'm sure more that were not tagged in the post, all participated in a disruption of Governor Wolf's speech at the farm show complex, touting how amazing all the work is that farmers do to torture animals and everything else, of course. They're heroes, and they're real vegans, and they're true activists. They're not just people that I've known that do nothing but go to meetups and potlucks and don't want to get their hands dirty and get involved, they're actually doing something. I've asked them to add up all their fines that they received and create a GoFundMe, and I hope they do. And again, I will be linking that in a future video. And down below, I will be promoting their local DXE chapter. Now, I do want to say that I don't always agree with everything DXE does. On my old channel, my personal channel, where I experimented with videos and learned all of this, I made a video against DXE. And a lot of that still holds true. There are things that they do that I do not agree with, but they do good. And the same thing happens with other organizations like PETA. And when they do good, I want to highlight that good. When good activism is happening, I want to promote that as well. I want to thank them for being a voice for the voiceless and standing up to oppression, even though they're getting spit in their face and tackled by police and treated like complete crap and called crazy. In the eyes of history and any true vegans, you are doing exactly what you should be doing, and we all should be doing. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much again for helping the animals and being a voice for the voiceless. That's it for today, guys. That's all of our stories. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it more than you could ever imagine. Give us a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you really liked it and you want to see more of my ugly face. And consider sharing. Helps out a lot. Check out all the links down below. There's links to the Facebook group, the Facebook page, all the stories, and more, including a petition of the day. Thank you guys. Bye. And when good people when vegans are doing good work, God damn it.